What's going on YouTube? My name is Louiee and today I bring you week 2 of the Amateur Battle League Season 2. This week we take on MrDen and the New York Omastars, and we start off this video like any other draft league video that we do here on this channel, and that is by taking a look at the team we plan to use today. But before we get started with that and checking out the team, I'd like to remind y'all to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and with that out of the way, let's get battling. So the team that we're deciding to bring here today is going to be a little bit different. A few Pokemon that we're going to bring in the form of Tauros and Aerodactyl will be making their debut on the team this week. But we are bringing staples like Rhydon and Beedrill. And then I guess a newfound staple in the form of like Poliwrath, for example. So first, we're going to start off by taking a look at the Moltres. Moltres is going to stay very much the same like last week. Protect, Will-O-Wisp, Flamethrower, and Air Slash. Then we're going to take a look at Tauros. We didn't bring our shiny one because it's not fully leveled up yet, so it's not named Bam Bam because I'm doing this for a friend. However, we decided to bring Tauros to try him out today. Facade, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Double Edge are the moves of choice. If you guys aren't familiar with Facade, for example, his attack moves doubles its power if the user is poisoned, burned, or paralyzed. So there's a lot of things that have to do with status conditions in this game, from the form of Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, things like that. And of course, secondary effects from like Thunderbolt and Scald and things like that. So we're hoping one of those lands so we can take advantage of using Facade. This is a really weird way of saying it. But other than that, pretty standard Tauros lineup. You can run Thrash if you'd like to. But this is an interesting Pokemon because it's not one of the Pokemons that we bring Protect with, for example. So hopefully that doesn't necessarily bite us in the butt. Then we have Aerodactyl making his debut here. Wing Attack, Protect, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Here I just wanted to take advantage of the little plays that we had going on last week with the Earthquake. Using Earthquake while having a flying Pokemon out like we did with Moltres. So we brought Aerodactyl in. Along with Aerodactyl being a very quick Pokemon, access to Wing Attack in the flying category, but you can run things like Crunch if you wanted to. Rock Slide hitting that stab, Earthquake, you know, hitting really good numbers, plus hitting both Pokemon, and of course Protect. Then here's the Rhydon. Rhydon switches up a little bit as well. We don't necessarily expect any reflex or light screens going up, but if they do pop up, we have access to get rid of them with Rhydon, for example. So we have Brick Break, bringing that in favor of the Toxic that we normally do. Protect, Rock Slide, and Earthquake are the rest of the moves rounding out the Rhydon. Then we have Poliwrath staying very much the same. However, I do change the low kick for the Brick Break. So we have Waterfall, Brick Break, Protect, and Ice Punch. So we're going to see if we can get a cheeky little Ice Punch on any of our opponent's Pokemon. I know they're carrying an Omastar on their roster, and Omastar, if it gets ready with the Shell Smash, we want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So it's going to be something we're probably going to be targeting. And then our Mega of choice, Mega Beedrill. This one, again, I've said this in plenty of other videos. I don't think it's really going to change. This is a really good moveset that it has going for it. Poison Jab, X Scissor, U-Turn, and Drill Run. U-Turn's using to pretty much get out of situations you don't necessarily want to be in. This Pokemon's very quick when it Mega Evolves. It's, I think, there's only like 2-3 other Pokemon that outspeed it. And even then, I don't expect to see those. And I know for a fact my opponent doesn't have those. So we're normally with Aerodactyl and Mega Beedrill, we're kind of outspeedy. So everything's playing out in our favor there, of course. I know he has access to like Alakazam, so we can use X Scissor for that. We're trying to bring in the answers for what we expect him to bring in. The only thing we kind of don't have an answer for is that Omastar that I was mentioning. So that's definitely going to be something that if it does show up, we're going to try to, target that quickly because the Shell Smash from that thing is going to be deadly. But without further ado, let's get into the game. Oh, yeah, it's queuing up right away. Pretty sure this is MrDen? I'm gonna say it is. I didn't actually catch what his name was in game, but I'm pretty sure this is him. It's an obscure code. Let's look at his team. Yeah, this is him. Okay, so looking at his team, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. The big, like, scary thing is actually his mascot, which is the New York Omastar. That's the big, like, scary thing to look at in this battle. Pinsir is an unorthodox pick for a Mega. And I kind of figured Charizard would be coming in as well, so we kind of have answers for that as well. Raichu is going to be kind of the same goes for Alakazam. I don't necessarily have answers for them, but I'm going to try to do my best. They're not the best defensively wise. Yo, what's up, King? Welcome to the stream. I think what I'm going to do is start my standard... Beedrill Rhydon start. I want to save the Moltres for a little bit later. The Moltres isn't going to be really needed in this battle, to be honest. And then we brought in our Tauros to pretty much show homage to our boy Bam Bam. However, we don't have the shiny one today. It's not ready for battle just yet. But I think I'm kind of ready for this. With the double battles, I've been coming in kind of like unprepared, I guess is the best way of saying it. So he starts the Charizard and the Dugtrio. Okay, so I'm definitely going to U-turn out of this. Start putting pressure. I think putting pressure is probably going to be the best. Either, I'm going to be quite frank, on both of them it's not going to do much. So it also depends if he decides to protect with one. I don't know. Maybe he gets rid of my Mega as soon as possible. So I'm going to try to U-turn on the Charizard. And then I'm going to go ahead and protect here to kind of get a little bit of like knowledge of what's going on. Like Seth Rollins would say, burn it down. I love it. Sir Diggs-a-Lot and Charles. Okay. I wonder where the Charles name comes from. I wish I was creative enough to nickname my Pokemon. Some of them I nickname them after people that come into the streams and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily nickname everything. So it really depends there. So I'm going to Mega Evolve. I think when I Mega Evolve first, there's no switches. So nobody's switching just yet. Right? There's the Protect on the Rhydon. Cool. Is there any other Protects on the board? No. Okay. Cool. So I'll U-turn, get out of there. I think I'm probably going to go into... good luck. Thank you, Elrum. Thank you. I think going into Poliwrath is probably my best bet. He could hit me with the Air Slash, huh? He probably anticipates me going into Poliwrath and probably thinking about hitting like twice as hard on that spot. It's just really weird because like he could probably think about like a Rock Slide in some cases, and then you'll expect the Aerodactyl, the Moltres to come in. Or he can expect the Poliwrath to come in, knowing how Poliwrath may be a bit of a problem. Oh, that's tough, to be honest. I'm going to go Aerodactyl, though. Let's see how things play out here. I'm going to go Aerodactyl here. There's the Earthquake, so nothing hits me. No, okay. So no Rock Slide. Makes me happy a little bit. There's a Flamethrower. What do you expect to come in necessarily there? I'm not entirely too sure. Here, I don't know if he's gonna... What he's gonna do here. I kind of expect a switch. So I'm gonna Rock Slide just in case if he doesn't. And then I'm gonna Earthquake just in case if he doesn't. So, nothing's really been set up yet. No, Aerodactyl goes first. So he's very confident in what he's doing. Charizard goes down. Aerodactyl, making his actual debut on my team this week. Comes in, takes care of the Charizard. No switch there. A little bit of... getting the flinch on the Dugtrio as well. Oh my god. Aerodactyl's making plays. Rhydon taking care of the Dugtrio. So starting off really, really great. Taking care of 2 Pokemon, turn 2. With minimal damage on my Pokemon in return. It's looking good. I do, however, expect the Omastar to come in. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to probably put a lot of pressure on that just in case of the Shell Smash is coming through. What's cool is I can continue to do Earthquake. So it's really up to him if he wants to Shell Smash or not. Let's see what he brings in. Maybe he might even bring in, like... Actually, I don't know what he brings in. I don't know what he would want to bring in here. Probably the Pinsir. When Pinsir Mega Evolves, it becomes a flying type, right? I'm not entirely too sure on that. It's something I should have done a little bit of research on, but I'm not too sure on. There's the Omastar. I knew this was coming. I just don't... Simsala? What is this Simsala? That's the Alakazam. So what does he bring to the table with the Alakazam? So what I want to do here is I want to definitely go ahead and go for an Earthquake. Just to put pressure on his team. Just to put pressure. However, I do expect maybe him to think about getting or doing something to the Rhydon in return. So I want to go ahead and protect on the Rhydon. To prevent like any sort of Scald, Waterfall, Surf, anything like that done to the Rhydon in particular. But I feel like an Earthquake should put a little bit of pressure on the Omastar. Like, that's the big focus, is putting pressure on the Omastar. Let's see how well it does. About 1/3. Decent amount on the, I'm gonna be real, decent amount on the Aerodactyl, or not Aerodactyl, Alakazam, but I'm not really focusing on the Alakazam just yet. Hydro Pump, and I protected it correct. Nice. Okay. Cool. So, he's not decided to go for a Shell Smash here. Knowing now that Earthquake is not gonna kill, does he decide to Shell Smash this turn, though? I'm gonna go ahead and protect on the Aerodactyl, knowing that I'm faster than all his team so far. And then here I'm gonna go ahead and Earthquake. The protect here, so make sure that the Aerodactyl does not go down to something like Psychic or anything like that. There's the Psychic. Oh, but it's aiming the Rhydon now. Okay, no, I'm not faster. Oh, but the protect plays, man, making sure that the target of the Hydro Pump is not going down this turn. Hopefully this, okay, this Earthquake is much, much stronger. This Rhydon taking care of both the Alakazam and the Omastar, again making a 2 Pokemon play in a 1 turn. I'm liking how this is playing out. Now, all he has is the Raichu and the Pinsir left. I think what I want to do is probably Rock Slide with Aerodactyl and Earthquake with Rhydon, and see if that plays out. I know I'm pretty sure things are they're going to be a lot faster than I am. That's my big dilemma going into this. Not faster than the Aerodactyl for sure. However, going to be faster than the Rhydon though. But this is quite a turn of events. I mentioned at the start of the game, Omastar felt like it was going to be a big, like, it's going to hit us really, really hard, put a lot of pressure on our team. Haven't really been needing to switch out just yet. I could let these Pokemon fall, and then feel like I put a little bit of pressure on my opponent at this point. Definitely, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and Rock Slide here. And I want to go ahead and Earthquake here. No, should I? No, he's probably at this point, not gonna lie. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and Earthquake here. I want to get rid of the Raichu. I don't know if he carries Protect on the Raichu. Want to get rid of the Raichu, and then on Rhydon, I'll Protect. I'll save him another turn. And then the reasoning here is I don't think I'm going to get the Pinsir. I don't know Pinsir's typing when it's a Mega. I want to say it's Flying. Look, it's flying in the air, so it looks like it's probably flying. So the Earthquake's not going to hit that. But I want the Raichu to go down because I do have answers for the Pinsir, or at least I hope I do, in the forms of, like, Moltres, for example. Yeah, so okay, so it is Flying type, so it's Flying Bug. That's good to know. And the Raichu goes down. So now I do have an answer, like I mentioned, in the form of Moltres for the Pinsir. Superpower, and the Protect comes through. Now I guess it's really just a battle to see if what exactly is faster. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Pinsir is going to be faster. I'm pretty sure the Pinsir is definitely going to be faster. He probably knows at this point, I carry Protect on both Pokemon. He probably feels like I'm going to Protect with the Aerodactyl. So he's going to target the Rhydon. So I'm just going to Rock Slide on both of them and see how things play out. I don't think this Rock Slide should one-shot, but it does. Down goes Pinsir. Aerodactyl making a phenomenal debut here on the Corpus Christi. Cubones and MrDen goes down. Game number 1, of course, there is, of course, going to be a 2 out of 3. So we got a bit of a break, about a 5-minute break, to decide if we're going to make any changes just yet. At this point in time, I feel like there's no need to make any changes, but of course, there's my opponent. He has the decision. Pretty much the ball is at his court. Now, I know not to get confident in the second game. I know things drastically change, considering like last week's game, for example. Things, you know, kind of looked like they were going in my favor in the second game, but I got completely demolished, and we went to the third game, and that's when we made some changes. So I know going into this battle, it's probably going to be the same thing. It just really depends on what MrDen and his changes were made for this team. But I'm hoping for the best here. Again, starting very similar, the same way that I did it last week. Starting with the same 2 Pokemon I started game 1 with. Put pressure that way or get information that way and then go from there. So let's see how... I think he needs to prioritize the Omastar. Considering I'm bringing in Moltres, Aerodactyl, Rhydon. If he sets up a Shell Smash, you know, everything's different. So the Pokemon themselves did not differ. However, he did take his time. There might be the chance that Protect did pop up on a lot of his Pokemon, so that's going to be something to look out for. But again, like I said last time, again, putting pressure, starting off with the Beedrill. Oh, not the Poliwrath. Not the Poliwrath. We want to save the Poliwrath for a little bit later. Actually, I should probably use the Poliwrath a little early game, just because if I use it early game, it kind of puts pressure on him to send out the Raichu to try to answer for it and go from there. But like I said, I expect him to prioritize the Omastar coming in early and setting up a Shell Smash here or there, because I really don't have an answer for that. There you go. See that he's starting to put pressure from the very get-go. Pressure from the very, very get-go. So I do have the Mega. I'm going to go ahead and U-turn. However, the thing goes, if he protects and I hit the one that protects, I mean, the U-turn's null and void. Nothing happens there. So do I expect him to protect off of the pincer, or do I expect him to hit? So I'm like, is the Omastar going to Shell Smash, or is it going to protect? What is the Omastar going to do? Honestly, I'm going to put pressure on the Omastar. No. So what I expect is, I expect that pincer to hit me with the superpower towards the Rhydon, because that's going to be do a significant amount of damage. I know it's faster than the Rhydon as well. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. See, this is completely a change of pace from the last game. I'm going to go towards the Omastar, hoping that he doesn't protect. Here with the Rhydon, though, I am going to protect. I do expect the superpower to come in, so I do want to protect there. Oh, he withdrew the Princer right off the bat. Withdrew the Princer, sent out Charles, which is, of course, the Charizard. Okay, so now I Mega Evolve. Now we find out to see if he protected or not. Do I sense that he sets up a Shell Smash? I don't know. I don't know. So he doesn't protect. So maybe the Shell Smash? Maybe? Maybe? I'm going to go Poliwrath here. I should be able to take kind of anything that he sends in. I'm not going to go into Aerodactyl. You'll probably anticipate the exact same play from last time. There's the Hydro Pump. Still protected. So still no... Okay, so still nothing there. Waterfall. I'm going to probably just aim on the Charizard. And then I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and switch out to the Tauros with Rhydon. He probably sees how things are a lot different now. And he probably wants to put a lot of pressure on the Pokemon. Yeah, I feel like he wants to put a lot of pressure on... because his Omastar has quite a bit of answers to a lot of my Pokemon. Considering it won't necessarily have answers for... He does switch out. He switched out for the Duck Trio, but the Waterfall is still going to hit. And down goes the Duck Trio, so don't worry about that. One Pokemon goes down. Go Cubones. Yo, what's up, Wes? How's it going, man? There's a Hydro Pump. He knew I couldn't double protect. I mean, I could, but the chances of me getting it probably were very, very slim. So I know for a fact the Poliwrath is faster than Omastar. I don't want to target it just yet, though. Just depends on what he sends in right here. Okay, so there's the Raichu. Do I carry Protect in the Poliwrath? I do. I'm gonna Protect here. I'm gonna see if Toro, because these are Pokemon he hasn't seen yet. So I want to see if I'm faster than his Pokemon. I'm gonna try to get an Earthquake in there. Earthquake I know it probably won't kill, but it's gonna do a significant amount of damage to my opponent's team. He probably didn't know the Protect was coming from the Poliwrath. Is he gonna Protect? No. Tauros is faster. Let's see how this goes. Earthquake gets close, but no cigar. Close, but no cigar. The T-Bolt's protected, of course. And then, Hydro Pump hits. So down goes the Tauros, taking a Pokemon off of me. And that's completely fine. Tauros did its job, to be honest. It's put a lot of pressure on the Omastar. And quite frankly, I actually almost took care of the Raichu as well. Actually, I'm on a pretty offensive turn, to be honest. There's no need to protect or anything like that, so it's a pretty offensive turn. Considering both of his Pokemon are quite weak, and I think my Pokemon might be a little faster as well. I'm gonna go ahead and Brick Break on the Omastar, and then I'm gonna go ahead and X Scissor, 100% accuracy on the Raichu. There's no need for me to switch out or anything like that. I'm really being, like, all-out attacks at this point. A critical hit. Okay, yeah, because I needed it there. Thanks, game. So the Raichu goes down. Again, Raichu puts a lot of pressure on my team. And then the Brick Break takes care of the Omastar. So again, he is down more Pokemon. I know he still has access to the Mega Pinsir. He has access to the Charizard. But with Poliwrath out on the board, though, I don't know if he wants to send in the Charizard. Actually, is he in a position where he has to send in the Charizard, actually? No, there's the Alakazam. Completely forgot about the Alakazam. And this is actually a perfect time to send in the Charizard as well. I'm going to be focused on taking care of the Alakazam with Beedrill. It'll leave it open to getting attacked by the Charizard. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get a Waterfall in on the Charizard. And then Beedrill, I'm going to continue to do the X-Scissor on Alakazam. Does it bring Protect this time? Does not. So nothing protected here. All-out attack. Alakazam goes down. May have an amazing special attack, but the defense is not so great. Oh, he does go first. He's faster than the Poliwrath, so Beedrill should be going down to this Flamethrower, and it does. So that's okay. That's okay. We might be in a predicament again, like last game, where it's 2-1, maybe. And the Charizard stays alive, so it'll be 2-2. I think, though, it's time for the Aerodactyl to come in and put pressure. I don't want to send the Rhydon out there and give him a free turn. That's my thing. I don't want to send him out. Or not a free turn, a free Pokemon knockout. That Pinsir has to Mega Evolve. Yeah, we get him them waves in. I'm just going to Waterfall. I'm going to actually Ice Punch. I'm going to Ice Punch here. And then I'm going to go ahead and Rock Slide. So I just gotta hope that the Rock Slide does hit, but he is forced to Mega Evolve this turn. He has to. He cannot just let the Pinsir stay as is. So the Ice Punch is going to be doing a significant amount of damage to that Pinsir. But I think the Aerodactyl outspeeds everything, unless, of course, he protects. But I haven't seen it in the past 2 games, so I don't know what to expect here. I know the Pinsir has access to Superpower, though, so that's something to keep note of. The Rock Slide, RNG on my side. Okay, so... Oh, both? Oh, my God. Both. Both. Oh, my God. Okay, we survived. I can't believe that. Ice Punch on the Pinsir. Takes him about half health. Let's try that again. That was a crit, actually. That might have been an important crit. Let's try that all over again. Let's do the exact same play. And just... hope for the best. Hope for the best. Exact same play, hope for the best. Charles misses. Another miss on the Rock Slide. I'm free to do this one more time. Because regardless what he does here, what are the chances for that? I have no idea. But the Pinsir goes down. The pitcher goes down, so at this point it's just putting pressure on the Charizard. I have wing attack for this reason. I'm gonna brick break, actually waterfall just in case if something happens. Waterfall here, and then go ahead and wing attack there. Wing attack, please. Yeah, down goes the Charizard, and that is game 2. So we don't have to play the third game. GG's to MrDen. I played this. I put a lot of pressure right off the get-go. At the point where you protect, you got to take advantage of the protects, earthquakes, things like that. But GG to MrDen. We take the W for week number 2 in ABL.